Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's tale of Tristram and Isolde. Tonight we reach the end of the tale of Tristram and Isolde, or do we not? The end of Le Morte d'Arthur, of course. But tonight I will read the final chapters of Malory's telling of the great epic. And we'll even talk a little bit about what's still to come. Hello, Christian. Hello, Sari. Come in. Hello, Susan. Welcome. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Christian. Hello, Black Rabbit. Come in and sit yourselves down. Hello. How are we all this Friday? I hope you are all fantastic. I am fantastic. Good evening, Ohio. Well, that's unfortunate, Susan. I hope you're feeling much better now. Thank you for making it for this most auspicious of shows. The end of Tristram and Isolde, as we have it. We'll continue with Lancelot afterwards and his adventures, and we've still got the quest of the Holy Grail to come, and we've still got the death of Arthur to come, and we've still got Mordred coming in. But Tristram and Isolde will end tonight. Oh, did you, Sari? I'm excited. I am excited. I'm very well, thank you, Susan. I'm glad you think that I look thin. I did go to the gym 2 weeks ago. And I'm still claiming that going to the gym 2 weeks ago means that I'm going to the gym regularly, because I went regularly for 1 week. And then I went like a day in another week. But I went regularly for 1 week 2 weeks ago. So as far as I'm concerned, that is a regular gym routine. And yeah, the Simon diet, everyone. The Simon diet. Go to the gym for a week and then tell everyone that you're going to the gym on a regular basis. Even better, still leave work early, telling people that you're going to the gym, but go to the service station, buy a chocolate bar because you're going to the gym tomorrow, and then go home. And then the next day, have another chocolate bar. Thank you, Sari, thank you. I will take you up on it, perhaps. It is a grueling fitness session, because actually, I need to show you guys a picture of my service station. My service station is the toughest service station to go to in the world. Right? Megatron is outside it. Han Solo is encased in carbonite next to the cash machine. There's a stormtrooper by the door and 2 Daleks and a Cyberman on top of the roof. If you can find your way past all of those to buy a bar of Galaxy, then you are tough. So yeah, that's how I work it. Work it, babies. That's it. This is me in the gym, by the way. I don't even do anything in there. I just stand there. I'm like, yeah. And then I go home. I will take a picture though. I will take a picture of my pimped up sci-fi service station. It is awesome. I've got some pictures lying around somewhere. Next time I'm there, I will get some more cool pictures for you. There we go. I flipped it there. I was trying to block that person, the troll, who didn't do the troll thing that trolls are meant to. The trolls are meant to say yeah when they come in, and they don't do that. I think that they've learned that we've started to guess what their secret trollish code is. Oh well. We'll sort it out. Anyway, ladies and gents. Hello, Karen, come in. We are telling. I'm going to have some of this. We are telling the tale of Tristram and Isolde, ladies and gentlemen, which is book 10 of Le Morte d'Arthur. We have spent... They didn't tell me to show bobs, although I thought it said snow bobs. That'd be better. Snow bobs! Snow bobs, people. We need to snow more bobs on Periscope. Snowing bobs makes people happy. So yeah, snow bobs. Anyway. Oh no, frozen screen! Unfreeze the screen, Dawn. There'll be the frozen screen at a point when I snow bobs, and then when it unfreezes, I will no longer be snowing bobs. I want that on a t-shirt now. Hashtag snowbobs. Anyway, we have 4 months now. Months. Yay, it's back. Yes. Good, Dawn. Good, it's back. For months, we have been telling the tale of Tristram and Isolde, which is my favourite story from Malory's Les Morts d'Arthur. It's also the longest story in Les Morts d'Arthur. Malory was copying down his version of Les Morts d'Arthur, of the tale of Tristram and Isolde, from a lot of different sources. Lots of different sources, all written over Europe. His was the first version in English. He took it from Wolfgang, he took it from Strasbourg, he took it from Thomas, he took it from Beirut. And then he went and added to it, and he expanded upon it, and he made it truly epic. His version of Tristram and Isolde is the longest, most epic version of Tristram and Isolde. His version ties it up with the tale of King Arthur in a way that no other tale does. But he never finished it. Sir Thomas Malory never finished the tale of Tristram and Isolde. He wrote the first book of Tristram and Isolde. He wrote the second book of Tristram and Isolde. He never wrote the third book. And so, ladies and gents, we might run a little bit over time tonight, because there are actually 3 chapters instead of our usual 2. So we're going to do the 3 chapters to bring it to an end. That's right, Dawn. He never finished it. Tonight we will end Sir Thomas Malory's tale of Tristram and Isolde, and it shall come to an end. It will stop. You will not see the epic end. So what I'll do, and in fact we might end up missing Poetry Live to do this. Hewitt, you have come to the telling of Les Morts d'Arthur. Don't worry, Siri, don't worry, I will. As Dawn says, I will make it up. Here's the plan, ladies and gents. Tonight, I will finish off Malory's Tristram and Isolde. I will also, neither Hewitt, never drunk. But no, occasionally, I get drunk like once a year. Usually for Christmas. Christmas time I get drunk, that's it. And I've never been high in my life. You're being trolled by phone calls, what, Rachel? Trolled by phone calls. It should be like before you go to the movie and it's movies and they tell you to switch off your phone in the cinema. That's what we should do. Before the show, switch off the cinema. And in Susan's case, let nothing happen that's wrong with the plumbing. Let Susan's plumbing be fine and Rachel's phone not ring. But what I will do, I will take you through to the end of Malory's tale. I will then summarise as best I can the rest of the tale of Tristram and Isolde as told by Beirut and Strasbourg and Thomas. That's it, Rachel. Let the VM do its job. Tonight is a night for some awesome quotes. So I will summarise that, and then, ladies and gents, after this, what I will do is I will tell the tale of Tristram and Isolde as it's meant to be told. All the way through. From the heart, without reading any notes. I will do an entire show which is just intros where I don't have to read anything. That will come in May. Okay. We're midway through March now. I go on holiday in April, so I don't want to start it before I go on holiday. Starting it before I go on holiday seems strange, because I want to keep the momentum going. So in May, gosh, it seems like it's a long time away. It's really not a long time away at all. In May, by the way, how many times can Simon say in May in this show? In May, I will come back from a holiday. I'll use holiday to write it probably. I'll have to write the notes for it while I'm on holiday and structure it properly. But I will come back then with the tale of Tristram and Isolde from scratch. You won't say it. I'm going to be tramping about New Zealand. I think tramping is the word. Through lots of campsites. I'm taking my camera with me. Got the camera. I'm taking my camera and I'm taking a notebook. Where's my notebook? Where's my notebook? Hey! Tolkien Hobbit notebook for New Zealand. So, New Zealand notebook, New Zealand camera, and mine too, which is why I'm off. So you won't see me for 3.5 weeks while I'm tramping around. Well, I'm sure. Well, what I'll even try to do, what I'll do, Rabbit, is I'll make sure that the website is loaded up with as many episodes as possible of the show, so you at least have some stuff to look back on while I'm gone. Please do. do on, Dawn. Do on, by all means. But while I'm gone, I'll go tramp around where there's no Wi-Fi, write up Tristram and Isolde, take some photos, chill, come back, and then when I come back, we will do Tristram and Isolde properly. And even, just to show you, yes, you can all do your best Simon impression while I'm gone. It's awful. Not for another month, Susan. Not for another month. You've got another month of me before I go. That's right. Take turns doing a Simon until I'm back. When I'm back, I'll judge who the best Simon impersonator is. But when I'm back, actually that's a point I never thought, because I'm not in the US. Can I listen to Dawn's station online? Dawn, I've just completely missed out on this because I've thought that I could only tune in for the US because I'm a bit of a troglodyte. Can you send me a link, Dawn? Send me a link so I can listen online. Send me a link, Dawn. I've been missing out. Send me a link, Dawn, so I can listen online. Bloody hell. That's not on. Send me a link. Send me a link. There. Sorted. Anyway, I'll be gone. I'll come out. I'll judge the best Simon. But also, this is what I'm excited about. I know we've had questions before over what this is. So my perfection comes later. Learning comes first banner. Very important. Good! That's it, Dawn. Take it to Sasha. But what I'm even doing, I was going to order some backdrops. That's right. I'm going to order some backdrops for the show. Because if I'm doing Tristram and Isolde, I want to do it properly. And I thought if I'm going to read it from the heart, I want some backdrops as well. So I'll come back with Tristram and Isolde planned out, some backdrops, and we'll be sorted. Come back, Susan. Come back. Have prayer time, and I'll see you afterwards. But yes, that is all still to come. Well, I want some backdrops. We've been doing this for 8 months with my wardrobe behind me, and Mr. Tumnus has never come out of the wardrobe. I've been expecting Mr. Tumnus any day now. He's just not coming. Tumnus, Mr. Tumnus isn't there. So I thought we'll get some backdrops. We'll get some backdrops sorted, and we'll do this with castles and things behind me. That would be a lot of fun. Anyway, that's Simon talking all about castles and stuff. So that's all to come. I will have to leave you. He probably will. I'll have to just set up a scope while I'm gone. What I will do, what I'll try to do, guys, what I do want to do is to make sure while I'm gone, everything's on the website so you can catch up on stuff. I want to do some behind the scenes content, do some cool blog posts and stuff. So I will try to schedule out some content while I'm gone. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So you have something to enjoy, and then when I'm back at the end of April, I want to give you guys the best and I mean the best, not just even a good, but the best version of Tristram and Isolde that you have ever seen. That is all still to come, ladies and gents. And so Queen is here. Queen's here now. Welcome, Queen. We haven't even started the show yet. Queen, this is the end of Sir Thomas Malory's Tristram and Isolde, the show which was, until today, the greatest tale of Tristram and Isolde ever told, and which will be the second best Tristram and Isolde. Christian, I think I get back the 27th of April. I'm going to sleep on the 27th. 28th of April is when there'll be the first show. I'll tweet the dates out. 28th of April will be the first show. So between the 5th of April and the 27th, no show. 4th of April will be the last show. 28th will be the first show. But don't worry, Chris, what I'll do, because I like doing it. It makes me happy when I do it. I will get in touch with all of you before we do the show. I will get in touch with all of you to say hello. Personally, because I like saying hello personally. That makes me happy. I like it when I get to talk to you guys one-to-one. I will get in touch and let you guys know what is coming up. Anyway, ladies and gents, are you ready? Are you ready for the second best version of the tale of Tristram and Isolde ever written? After 2-3 months, we are coming to the end. Season 9 and Season 10 was all Tristram and Isolde. 11 will be a tale of Sir Lancelot. We've got the death of Arthur to come. We've got the rise of Mordred to come. We've got the search for the Holy Grail to come. But first, ladies and gents, let's go and end this great epic tale. Ladies and gentlemen, Siri, the book is called The Death of King Arthur. I think when it's called Les Morts d'Arthur, we might know how it ends. No, unfortunately. Well, Queen, this is it. Malory, the only woman who rises in Malory is Morgane Le Fay, but even she doesn't rise that well. If I retell the story, I think my big criticism of Malory is that his women characters just disappear or end up having bloody 15 chapters without a name. Malory. Not happy about that. So what I will do, hello Megan, come in. What I will do, when I tell my version of Tristram and Isolde, I think that the female characters will be better portrayed than Malory does. Anyway, that all to come. So ladies and gents, got him done. Don't worry, my aim is swift and true. Ladies and gents, like 22 minutes into the show and we haven't even begun it yet. Ladies and gents, let's get into tonight's show. Here we go, the end of Tristram and Isolde. No Poetry Live tonight, by the way. I think we've knocked Poetry Live well out of the showing order tonight. It's fine. I like hanging out with you guys. Fair night. Oh, by the way, I should do a recap, shouldn't I? I haven't done a recap yet. So, here's the thing. Tristram, Isolde, escaped from Cornwall, got to Britain, hanging out with Lancelot in the castle of Joyous God. Palamite, wretched man, horseslayer, just got beaten up by a bunch of knights and was off to be executed. Lancelot and Tristram, good knight, proper chivalrous, came in to save him. Beat the knights who had him, took him off his horse. Palamide has been forced to admit that Tristram and Lancelot are not treacherous folk, but are actually the best knights in all the world. And so, ladies and gents, oh, don't worry, Queen, when I tell the story, we'll spend extra special Naked Forest time with Tristram. I just said that. Yes, the Naked Forest time was a favourite time of mine. for Tristram. Ladies and gents, here we go. Tonight's episode of Les Morts d'Arthur, the ending of Tristram and Isolde. Fair knight, said Tristram unto Sir Lancelot, of whence have you come? Lancelot hid his name. I am a knight errant, said Sir Lancelot, and I ride to seek many adventures. What is your name? Said Tristram. Sir, and this time I will not tell you, he said. And then Sir Lancelot said to Tristram and Palomides, now, the two of you are met together, and so I will depart from you. Not so, wait, said Tristram. I pray you of knighthood, ride with me unto my castle. Know you well, said Sir Lancelot, who was hidden beneath a helm, that I may not ride with you, for I have many deeds to do in other places, and at this time I may not abide with you. Mercy. Jesus, said Sir Tristram. Welcome back, Susan. We're like 5 lines into the story. You haven't missed anything. Lancelot and Tristram are talking to each other. Lancelot's in disguise. Tristram hasn't recognised him yet. Tristram wants Lancelot to come back to the castle with him. I required you, said Tristram, as a true knight and by the order of knighthood. Come, stay with me in the castle this night. Then Sir Tristram had a grant of Sir Lancelot. However, though he had not desired him, he would have ridden with them, or else soon have come after them. For Sir Lancelot had come for no other cause into that country than to see Sir Tristram. And when they were within the castle of Joyous Gard, they came down of their horses and were led to a stable. There they unarmed themselves. And when Sir Lancelot was unhelmed, Sir Tristram and Sir Palomides recognised him. And when Sir Lancelot was unhelmed, Sir Tristram and Palomides knew him, and then Sir Tristram took Sir Lancelot in his arms, and so did the fair Isolde. And Palomides kneeled upon his knees and thanked Sir Lancelot. When Sir Lancelot saw Sir Palomides kneeled, he lightly took off his helm and said thus, Know you well, Sir Palomides, I, and any knight in this land of worship ought of very right to secure and rescue so noble a knight as you are proved and renowned, and throughout all this realm endlong and overthwart. And then there was joy between them, and the oftener that Sir Palomides saw the fair Isolde, the heavier he waxed, day by day. And then Sir Lancelot within 3 or 4 days departed, and with him rode Sir Ector de Maris and Sir Dinadan, and Sir Palomides were there left, and Sir Tristram for 2 months and more. But ever did Sir Palomides fade and mourn, so that all men had marvel of wherefore he had faded away. And so, upon a day, in the dawn, Sir Palomides went into the forest by himself alone, and there he found a well. And he looked into the well, and in the water he saw his own face, how he was disturbed and defaded, and nothing like he was. What may this mean? Said Sir Palomides. And thus he said to himself, Ah, Palomides, Palomides, why are you so defaded? Thou that was wont to be called one of the fairest knights of all the world. I will no more lead this night, for I love that I may never get nor recover. And therewith he laid himself down by the well. Hello, Dieter, come in, come in. And then he began to make a rhyme of the fair Isolde himself. And in the meanwhile, Sir Tristram was that same day riding into the forest to chase the hart of Greece. But Sir Tristram would not ride on hunting ever unarmed, because he feared the evil knight, Sir Bruce sans Pité. And as he rode into the forest up and down, he heard a man sing marvellously loud, and that man was Sir Palomides, who lay by the well. Then Sir Tristram rode softly there, for he deemed that there was some knight errant by the well. And when Sir Tristram came nigh, he descended down from his horse, and he tied his horse fast to a tree, and then he came near him on foot, and anon he was aware that there lay Sir Palomides, and he sang loud and merrily, and ever of the complaint that the noble queen, the fair Isolde, who was marvellous and wonderful, had made him sad by not returning his love. And all the whole song that noble knight Sir Tristram heard from the beginning to the end, and that grieved him, and it troubled him sore. But then, at the last, when Sir Tristram had heard all Sir Palomides' complaints, he was angry out of measure, and thought to slay him there as he lay, for he loved Isolde, and Isolde was Tristram's. But then Tristram remembered that Sir Palomides was unarmed, and of the noble name that Sir Palomides had, and the noble name that he himself had. And he made a restraint of his anger. And so he went to Palomides at a soft pace, and he said, Sir Palomides, I have heard your complaint, and of the hatred that you have held towards me for so long. And know you well, therefore, that you should die. And if it was not a shame of knighthood, you would not escape my hands. For now, I know well that you have awaited me and thought treason of me. Tell me, said Tristram, how will you acquit yourself? Sir, said Palomides, thus I will acquit myself. As for Queen, the fair Isolde, you should know well, I love her above all other ladies of this world. And I know it should befall me, as for her love it was befall to the noble knight Sir Kedius, who died for his love of Isolde, and I should have the same fate. And now, Sir Tristram, I would have you know that I have loved the fair Isolde for many a day. She's been the cause of all my worship, and without her I would have been the simplest knight in the world. For by her, and because of her, I have won the worship that I have. For when I remembered the fair Isolde, I would worship wherever I came for the most part. And yet I never had reward or bounty of her all the days of my life. And yet I have been her knight, her guardian. Therefore, Sir Tristram, as for any death I dread not, for I might as well die as live. And if I was armed as you were now, I would lightly do battle with you. Well, have you uttered your treason? Said Tristram. I have done you no treason, said Palomides. For love is free for all men, and though I have loved your lady, she is my lady as well as yours. However I have wrong, if any wrong be, it's not for you. For you rejoice in her and have your desire of her, and so I have never had. And yet I shall love her to the uttermost days of my life, as well as you. Then, said Sir Tristram, I will fight you to the uttermost. I grant, said Palomides, for in a better quarrel keep I never to fight, and I would die of your hands, and of a better knight's hands I might not be slain than you. And since I understand that I shall never rejoice in the love of the fair Isolde, I have as good will to die as to live. Then set a day, said Sir Tristram, that we shall do battle. In 15 days, said Palomides. In 15 days will I meet you hereby in the meadow before the castle of Joyous Guard. Fie for shame, said Tristram. Will you set so long? Let us fight tomorrow. No, not so, said Palomides. For I am weak, and I have been long sick for the love of the fair Isolde, and therefore I will repose myself until I have my strength again. So then Sir Tristram and Sir Palomides promised faithfully to meet at the well in 15 days. I do remember, said Tristram to Palomides, that you once broke a promise to meet with me when I rescued you from Bruson's Pité and 9 knights, and then you promised to meet me at the perron and grave beside Camelot, and at that time you failed to come. Know you well, said Palomides to Tristram, I was at that day in prison, so that I might not hold my promise. So God help me, said Tristram, if you hold your promise. This work had not been here now at this time. And right so departed Sir Tristram and Sir Palomides. And so Sir Palomides took his horse and his harness, and he rode to King Arthur's court. And there Sir Palomides got himself 4 knights and 4 sergeants of arms, and he returned again to the Joyous Guard. In the meanwhile, Sir Tristram chased and hunted at all manner of venery, and in 3 days before the battle, Sir Tristram chased a hart, and there an archer shot at the hart, and by misfortune he smote Sir Tristram in the thick of the thigh, and the arrow slew Sir Tristram's horse and hurt him. And when Sir Tristram was so hurt, he was passing heavy, and know you well, he bled sore. Then he took another horse, and he rode to the castle of Joyous Guard with great heaviness, and for the promise that he had made with Sir Palomides to do battle with him within 3 days, and yet he'd hurt his thigh. Wherefore there was neither man nor woman that could cheer him with anything that they could make to do to him, and neither Queen the fair Isolde could help him either, for he believed that Sir Palomides had struck him so that he should not be able to fight on the day set. We are halfway through tonight's tale, ladies and gents. Almost at the end of the tale of Tristram and Isolde. Tristram and Palomides have set a day 15 days hence for them to fight once and for all. In that time, Tristram has been struck by an unknown archer. Well, I say unknown archer. Tristram was hunting a deer in the forest near his castle. An archer who was hunting the deer that he was chasing loosed his arrow and struck Tristram. It was not Palamides, Dawn. It was not Palamides. Though Tristram thinks it was. And can I say, I know that we have all booed, and I know that we have all hissed, and I know that Palamides has betrayed most unchivalry these past few weeks. But if there is anybody here who was not moved by Palamides' speech that all love is free and that he has done nothing wrong in loving Isolde, well then your hearts must be made of stone, for I have never felt such sympathy and sorrow for someone in this tale as I had for Palamides' declaration that love is free for all men. It was heartbreaking. And I have to say, as Sir Tristram goes to fight with Palamides, I do feel a little bit Team Palamides tonight. Anyway, we continued the night's tale. But in no way was there a knight around Sir Tristram who would believe that either Sir Palamides had hurt Tristram by his own hands or by another. Then, when the 15th day was come, Sir Palamides came to the well with 4 knights. Okay, a little bit sexist, but you know, the medieval ages were not the most progressive of times. Then, when the 15th day was come, Sir Palamides came to the well with 4 knights of Arthur's court and 3 sergeants of arms. For this intent, Sir Palamides had brought the knights with him and the sergeants of arms, so that they might record the battle between him and Tristram. One sergeant brought in his helm, the other his spear, the third his sword. And thus Palamides came into the field, and there he waited for 2 nights. Then he sent a squire to Sir Tristram, and desired him to come to the field and hold his promise. When the squire came to the castle of Joyous Card, and Sir Tristram heard his coming, he commanded that the squire should come to his presence as he lay in his bed. My lord, Sir Tristram, said Palamides' squire, know you well, my lord, that Palamides abideth in the field, and he would know whether you would do battle with him or not. Ah, fair brother, said Sir Tristram, know you well that I am right heavy from these tidings. Therefore, tell Sir Palamides that I were well at ease and would not lie here, nor should he have the need to send for me, for I might neither ride nor go to him. And you shall tell him that I am no liar. And Sir Tristram showed him his thigh. The wound was 6 inches deep. And now you have seen my hurt, tell your lord that this is no feigned matter. Tell him that I had never, if I had all the gold of King Arthur and were whole, I could not fight with him. And tell Palamides, as soon as I am whole, I shall seek him, and I will face him, and I will defeat him, and that I promise you, as I am a true knight. And if ever I do meet with him, he shall have battle with me of his fill. And with this the squire departed. And when Palamides heard that Tristram was hurt, he was glad, and said, now I am sure I shall have no shame, for I know well I would have had a hard time facing him, and by likely I would have had the worst. For he is the toughest knight now that is living, except Sir Lancelot. Then Palamides departed, and where fortune led him, and within a month Tristram was healed of his hurt, and he took his horse, and he rode from country to country, and faced all strange adventures, and he achieved them wherever he rode, and always where he rode he asked for Sir Palomides. But all of that quarter of summer Sir Tristram could never find him. And thus, as Tristram sought and inquired after his foe, Tristram achieved many great battles, and therethrough all the noise fell to Tristram, and it ceased to be of Sir Lancelot. And therefore Sir Lancelot's brethren and his kinsmen would have slain Sir Tristram because of his fame. And when Sir Lancelot heard of how his kinsmen were set, he said to them openly, "Know you well that an envy of you is to be so hardy to wait upon the Lord Sir Tristram with any hurt, shame, or villainy shall not be allowed. For I am a true knight, and I shall slay the best of you with mine own hands, if ever you think of touching that man. Alas, for shame should you for his noble deeds await on him to slay him." "Jesus defend," said Lancelot, "that ever any noble knight as Sir Tristram should be destroyed with treason." Of this, noise and fame sprang to Cornwall, and among them of Leon, where they were passing glad and made great joy. And then they of Leon sent letters to Sir Tristram of recommendation, and many great gifts to maintain Sir Tristram's estate, and ever between Sir Tristram resorted unto the castle of Joyous Gard, where the beautiful Isolde was, who loved him all her life. That, ladies and gents, is the end of season 10 of Les Morts d'Arthur, the end of Mallory's telling of Tristram and Isolde. Next week, on Monday, we shall begin the tale of Sir Lancelot and tell of how he fought with a dragon. Yes, Monday, Lancelot versus a dragon right here. How's that? Very good. Hello, Emma. Welcome, welcome. And no fight between Tristram and Palomides. I have to say, for myself, I am glad that Palomides could not fight Tristram. I am incredibly glad that Palomides could not fight Tristram. Because that, I don't think I could have borne that. That was such a sad confrontation between Tristram and Palomides. Finding out that he was so deeply in love with Isolde. No, I could not bear that. I could not bear that at all. But ladies and gents, you want to find out, no doubt. You want to know the ending of the tale of Tristram and Isolde. Well, first of all, for those of you who came through late, I am off on holiday for most of April, but when I return back in May, I shall tell the tale of Tristram and Isolde without notes all the way through. Because Mallory doesn't finish the tale of Tristram and Isolde. He tells the first 2 acts, but he never tells the 3rd act. Should I tell you the 3rd act? Should I tell you the 3rd act? Do I dare to share the 3rd act of Tristram and Isolde with you? I'm not sure. Shall we take a show of hands? Who wants to hear how the tale of Tristram and Isolde really ends? Who wants to know? I think it's a fairly famous tale now. Rachel wants to know. Danny wants to know. Who else wants to know? Shall I tell or shall I not tell? Dawn doesn't know. Well, the thing is, I will tell. Okay, I will tell the end. Because it might just be, ladies and gents, it might just be when I tell the tale. Isolde does not kill him. Isolde does not kill him, Queen. When I tell the tale, I might twist it in my own way. All the tellers of Tristram and Isolde have twisted it slightly. But the common ending to the tale is this. King Mark comes upon Tristram and Isolde with a great force of knights and exiles Tristram. Tristram flees away from Isolde and back to the land of Brittany, where his wife is. Let's not forget, ladies and gents, that Tristram is actually married in Brittany. In Brittany, he married Isolde of the White Hands. His wife shares the name of his true love, although she is not his true love. In fact, Tristram has never loved his wife, never consummated the marriage with his wife. Now I know, that's what you guys missed in season 9. There, you need to go and check out season 9, everyone. Yes, King Mark was married to Isolde. King Mark was married to Isolde. See, this is what happens when you guys miss the show. You're going to be fine when I'm gone for a month, because you're going to be able to go back and check out the tale of Tristram and Isolde. You're going to be able to check out season 9 and 10. Watch it all the way through. Watch it all the way through, guys. This is what happened. It's been going for a while. Dawn. Which is why we're in this state. So we smited the trolls, by the way. Don't worry, the trolls are smited. Don't worry. The entirety of season 9 is up on the website. I'll make sure you're well signposted it when I'm gone. It will all be sorted. Anyway. Don't worry, calm yourself, Queen. It's all sorted. I do, don't I? I do have a habit of doing that. Anyway, he goes back to Brittany. He's forced back into exile there. And there he takes part in a great battle, and Tristram is wounded in that battle and receives a poisonous wound, similar to the poison that he suffered at the hands of Sir Marholt in his first battle. Poison which Isolde saved him from at first. And as he sits in the castle of Brittany, dying of poison, he sends for Isolde. He asks Isolde, his true love, to come to Brittany to administer the antidote that will save him. Word is sent. Isolde hears. And Isolde sets forth in a ship from Cornwall to Brittany to save Tristram. But Tristram's wife is terribly jealous of all of this. And so what happens is Tristram asks for news of Isolde, and the Queen of Brittany can see that Tristram's love is coming into harbour. But she turns to Tristram in his deathbed, spiteful and angry, and tells Tristram that Isolde has not come. And when Isolde finds out that he will not come, when Isolde finds out, hello Frank, hello Yorick. When Isolde finds out, so when Tristram hears that Isolde has not come, he's heavy with grief, and so he dies. Tristram dies, ladies and gents, of grief and poison. And Isolde then comes into harbour, comes up to the deathbed, finds Tristram there, and she takes her life full of grief that she is. And that, ladies and gents, is the end of the tale of Tristram and Isolde, as told by Thomas. Not Thomas Mallory, but by the unknown Thomas, the Thomas who we only have the name of Thomas. It's actually the only surviving fragment that we have of the end of that tale. The only surviving fragment indeed. So what will happen? Well, the thing is, Rabbith, the thing is... Oh no, hang on. Bugger. I blocked Dawn by accident. Guys, I blocked Dawn by accident. Can I just need to... I know, it's a... and I can't unblock from in here, which is really irritating. I just unblocked. No. Dawn, I need to tweak Dawn very, very quickly now. I blocked Dawn again. No. Frank, I was trying to block the trolls and I accidentally blocked Dawn. And I've blocked Susan before and it's... I know, it's awful. It's awful. So I'm going to wrap this up because Dawn isn't here. So I need to close this one down. Anyway, when I tell the tale of Tristram and Isolde, it won't necessarily have that ending. We'll see how I feel like ending it. Everyone tells the tale of Tristram and Isolde in a different way. I will bring my own ending to it, ladies and gents. But that is a ending according to Thomas. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you so much for coming. I'm going to go now and unblock Dawn. So thank you, Christian. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Black Rabbit. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Rosella. And thank you, Dawn, even though I can't see you right now. I'm off to go unblock her. Bye-bye.